How am I gonna recap this? How? 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 Greetings, geeks and geekerells. It is me, I am back for Game of Thrones. This is the big one. The Battle of Winterfell. And it was, my opinion, really good. With a little bit of an underwhelming ending, but I can't really get into it without spoiling it. And there's a lot to cover. So much so that I'm having to redo this and re-record this whole review because I went on for too long. There was not enough sufficient space on my memory card, and it's the only memory card I have. So let's do this. Spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen the episode, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think. Comments down below. So, splitting this up into 5 parts because everyone's getting ready for the battle. They're setting it up. And then after a long, tense moment, the Dothraki go in. All of the Dothraki. And except for maybe a couple who ran away, all of the Dothraki die. All of them. But not before Miss Melisandre can come out of nowhere, bless their weapons, and then put them on fire, and then good, all that did it. It made it very pretty, I will admit. But anyway, from here our story splits into 5. So let's talk about them. Dany and Jon. Let's talk about them. They're overseeing the whole thing. The fight is going on. Dany can't take it any longer, so she gets on her dragon. Jon gets on his. They Dracarys some of the army until the Night King comes in and is like, no, screw that. I'm going to bring in my dragon. And so they have a 3-way fight. The Dragon King gets knocked off his dragon. All 3 dragons get badly injured, but not before Dany can Dracarys the Night King at point blank, and him just stand there. So the theory that he's a Targaryen is kind of, But anyway, so then, like I said, the 3 dragons fight. Dany and Jon get knocked off theirs. And their story split off into 2. Jon is just... The Night King's dragon is on his butt. And he's just trying to, hide from it. And we get, a high-tension moment like Battle of the Bastards. Where we see Jon's, fear. But other than that, Jon really doesn't do anything else, which... It's a little bit controversial, but we'll get into the real controversy later. Dany is, we think that she's screwed, but then Jorah Mormont, sorry, so many names, and I'm trying to re-say this real fast, so my mind's getting a little fuzzy. Jorah Mormont comes out of nowhere, saves her, takes down, a lot of White Walkers by himself. Dany even picks up a, sword and tries to fight back some, and I think she takes out 2, but he's taken out tens of White Walkers protecting her. And then right before the big thing happens, which I know I'm in spoiler territory, but still I want to save it for later, Jorah dies. He isn't the first death of the episode, but he is the second to last. But I'm just telling this in a different order to try to make it smoother. Next, let's talk about the crypt. So, even though Sansa wanted to watch everything, Arya convinces her to go down to the crypt, gives her one of her daggers. Not the dagger, the important dagger that started a war, but she gives her a dagger. And then Sansa goes to the crypts, and they have a nice touching moment with her and Tyrion, and a nice like tension moment with her and Miss Sunday, and we think everything's gonna be fine, but then White Walkers come in and they break through. They don't do like full on like Night King raise all the dead in the crypt like the common fan theory, but they still break through to the crypt. And they take out a lot of nameless people. I think they take out the brave girl from last week who wanted to fight. But no one major beyond her dies in the crypt. We have another nice touching moment with her and with Sansa and Tyrion where nothing is said. Which that's got me thinking, are they going to get remarried? Maybe. I don't know. Anywho, so then we go to the people up top. The main like castle front. Now they are fighting off people. We've got Brienne, Tormund, Jaime, Gendry, Podrick, Ed, Lyanna, several other people in that realm. And they are fighting off White Walkers left and right. They, like, I think collectively take 100 down at least. And things seem kind of screwed because at one point you think that they've made a good decent dent. And then the Night King comes in and does that. Brings back all the dead and all the old dead and the new dead. And oof, they still are, they're like, nah, bitch, we're going down fighting. So they're like fighting it back, and it's an awesome choreographed fight. But nothing really recappy to say. Plus I need to go on to Theon and Bronn. Oh yeah, by the way, the dead there end up being Ed, who goes down saving Sam. Then we got poor Lyanna, the little bear. She goes down. But she goes down swinging, taking down a fucking giant along with her. You go, girl. One of a few times I'll actually say that. But anywho, we got Theon and Bronn, where Bronn is working, trying to like survey the whole situation, I guess, while Theon and group of Nameless are fighting back the White Walkers who are coming for Bronn. And one by one, they're slowly getting picked off until it's just Theon and Bronn. And then Theon, after killing like 10 himself, being a bad A, looks up and there's a whole horde in front of him. And then they part seas, kind of like Moses. And the Night King himself and his generals come out. And then Bronn wargs down, kind of breaks the three-eyed raven persona and goes back to being Bran Stark, and says, "Thank you, Theon. You were a good man." And then Theon is like, "Fuck it." Tries to go after the Night King himself, and the Night King kills Theon Greyjoy, R.I.P. Then the big thing happens, but that's tied into Arya's story, surprisingly enough. So Arya is like, she's got her new weapon and she's kicking butt, but the horde is like really getting to her. So she goes off and hides, and then there's some White Walkers there and they hide, and she's hiding from them. And they see her and she starts booking it and running. She runs into Sir Beric and the Hound, which the Hound fights his fire fear because there's a lot of fire going around him. And he actually stands his ground and helps Arya and fights Arya. Sir Beric passes away protecting Arya. Then they run into Melisandre, of all people, and she basically gives this like vague thing of Arya has taken out the thousand eyes, the brown eyes, and the blue eyes. And Arya's like, whoa, what the f-? So she starts booking it And that's the last we see of her and them until we get to the fact where the Night King has killed Theon and then he's about to kill Bran. Then out of nowhere, like hopping off of a roof, Assassin's Creed style, Arya comes in running with her dagger. The dagger that started everything. Started the whole wars and everything. And the Night King grabs her, and while he's freezing her to death, she actually comes in and stabs him in the throat. Sorry, just making sure I didn't get too loud. Because my mom's actually watching Game of Thrones, and I don't want to get too loud and spoil it for her. So, she stabs him in the throat, and the Night King dies. And the whole horde just... So, yeah, that's right. Arya Stark took out the Night King. That is going to cause a lot of controversy, I feel. I have some friends who don't like it. I don't like it, not as visceral as they are. But for that, go watch my friend Mr. J of Mr. J's Reviews, where he's probably doing a whole rant about it. But I get it, and I still believe that's kind of BS. And also, even though I love these characters, I do kind of wish more people died. Because all the people that I've said who died are the only people who died. All of the major people survived. But anyway, I've been going on for too long. Thank you guys for watching. Next time you see me will be tomorrow. If I can get it up in time, I will try to review tonight's Supergirl. I'm not doing it tonight because of Game of Thrones and the recording BS and all that. And also my mind kind of needs a break. But if I can get that out, then I will do that. If not, then I will go to the regularly scheduled Legends. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time and beyond. Whew. I think I need to take a breather now.